So you have learned how to print messages on the terminal window. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to receive input from the user. So we're going to write a small program that asks the user's name, and then it will print a greeting message customized for that user. So instead of print, we're going to use input. Now, both this input and print are functions that are built into Python. As a metaphor, think of the remote control of your TV. On this remote control, we have a bunch of buttons. These are the functions built into your TV. You can turn it on, turn it off, change the volume, and so on. In Python, we also have a bunch of functions for common tasks, such as printing messages, receiving input, and so on. So we're going to use the input function. Now, whenever we have these parentheses, we say we're calling or executing that function. It's like pressing a button on a remote control. So we're going to call the input function, and in between parentheses, we want to add a string to print something on the terminal. What is your name? With a question mark followed by a space. You will see why in a second. So this input function will print this message on the terminal, and then it will wait for the user to enter a value. Whatever the user enters, this input function will return. So now we can get that value and store it in the memory using a variable. So we get the result and put it in a variable called name. Okay? Now on the second line, we want to print a message like hi John or hi Mosh, whatever. So print quotations, hi with a space. Now after the quotation, we want to dynamically print what we have in the name variable. So we add a plus sign and then name. So here we have hi, which is a string. We're concatenating or combining this string with another string. That is what we have in the name variable. So here's another example of an expression. Remember what is an expression? It's a piece of code that produces a value. So this expression concatenates or combines two strings. Let's run this program and see what happens. So run. Okay, here's the question. What is your name? Mosh. Now note that earlier we added a space after the question mark. We did this so here in the terminal window, the cursor is separated from the question mark. Otherwise, it would be so close. So let's type whatever here, press enter. Now we get this message, hi Mosh. Now here's a little exercise for you. I want you to extend this program and ask two questions. First, ask the person's name and then their favorite color, and then print a message like Mosh likes blue. So pause the video, do this exercise, and then come back, continue watching. All right, so here's the first question. Right after that, we're going to call the input function one more time. This time, we're going to ask a different question. What is your favorite color? Now we get the new value and store it in a variable called color, or we could call it favorite underline color. Either works. And finally, we're going to change what we pass to the print function. So first we print the name, then we concatenate this with a string. Here we're going to type likes. We also put one space before and after likes. And once again, we concatenate this with the favorite color. So favorite color. Now let's run this program. So what is your name? Mosh, enter. Favorite color, blue, enter. We get this message, Mosh likes blue.